compliance within 1 day of the above dates. When you're in compliance, they want a report. Okay?
There's not any training. Unless you go to the school. Like Rose State, they have
Rose State, yeah, Rose State has their deal.
I just think the district needs to have a backup plan in place to maybe temporary hire an auto license operator. Just something.
Or sweetwalk somebody.
You gotta have one.
Because right now you don't have a licensed operator, and that's.
And they're rattling that saber about that too. They're being hitting us again.
So let's, do you want to just address one at a time? Maybe you start with the assessment order or?
Well,
start with
I've got
violation?
mine in order here. We, okay, talking about compliance, let's talk about it. We go right down the list. We've been talking to Scott about that. He's gonna try and get us in compliance at 14, okay?
But he won't be the one that has to get us in compliance. It's gonna be the operator.
Yeah,
Make sure that
Well, I'm talking about making sure that the system continues to run
Okay.
and all. And then we've got the back T stuff and the license, the card. We gotta take care of that.
Usually it seemed to me that you need to file a response to this, setting out an alternative. We will be in compliance by the 14th, or because of the list, all these factors that you talked about cannot be accomplished, and we need to extend the time from the 14th so we can accomplish this without being a further violation of the order.
That's what I'm concerned about, and I can do that, you know.
I mean, if you don't do, like I said, if you don't do anything, well, it's going to come down on you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You have to do something.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why I need the water experts to tell me what they're looking at so that I know what I need.
Well, you'll need to put in that,
See.
leading their response, what all they've told you tonight, what they're working on, and like I said, if this part of his license is not it, then you're going to have to find you a licensed
Gotta
operator,
find somebody, yeah.
because they'll just shut the whole thing down.
They sure will. So,
Now, nobody's licensed in the state of Oklahoma.
That's the only thing too. We talked to a licensed operator a couple of weeks ago.
Well, how they know he's not
Yeah.
licensed? You sent your application?
They asked me, I told them.
I mean, they know you're a licensed operator, if, because they'll have your application, your training hours, and.
But you still have to have actual training. You just can't renew the.
4 hours.
At least 4 hours.
And we looked into a guy that lives in Cribs who was flying out here, his license, and talked to DEQ about it, and they said, that don't hire you, it's drunk. I'm not joking, that's what they said.
The truth.
Maybe that's why he's looking for a job.
Well, could be, but I don't know, you know, I'm just telling you.
Well,
We
did you
checked
say
into his we was checking into his license.
Did you say you go to Rose State and get a 4-hour course up there?
Not before the 14th.
You know, I don't know what.
I'll call Richard.
Steve, you have,
He's got some accurate lab stuff.
Short school's not until the 20th.
you know, I would like to be able to tell them that we either are hiring a licensed operator or that the operator we have is coming into compliance, because they don't really, that came as a separate notice, didn't it, Robert?
There's
Well,
about
either-
three
Applied by
different
that
sections.
section
Yeah.
you've got to comply
Okay.
with, it's in there.
There are
Okay,
about 3 sections.
okay.
and then I got the email that she sent.
Yeah,
me.
yeah, I knew there was an email. So, we've got to.
Well, I think you
I
gotta be
able
more
to tell them
positive than we're gonna hire somebody. I think you gotta have somebody
I
named
got it.
down there with
We need to
the
know.
engineering number or whatever it is.
I'll call Richard or one guys and get out here and see where I can get
Well, and you can work under my license, but there's.
That's what I was gonna say. She's a licensed operator. She already works for us, and it does not have to be direct supervision.
No, she's got somebody that, and I don't mind doing it temporarily.
So
if
what
you
is it,
screw up,
Class C
I'm
or
killing
what?
you.
You have to have a
I
Class C
have,
operator.
I have B.
So is that better
I have a
than
B,
C?
C, and a C and a D.
So you actually could be the operator.
Well, you don't want me to.
Well, I mean,
But for purposes
on
of
paper,
this
on paper,
response,
you
I
could
could
be.
She
use
can,
your
she
name.
can be the operator in charge.
Licensed
She can be the operator
Yes,
in
I'm a
charge.
licensed operator, have been for 15 years.
Well, you've already got one on staff.
15, 16 years.
You mentioned something I'm not sure is correct. You said not direct supervision. I don't think that's correct. I think whoever would have to be in direct supervision
Well, he means we
of
want
the
to sit
day-to-day
here.
operations.
Yes. But not
So-
standing over the other operators, what I
But in
mean.
control of the day.
In
But for
control
the last
of the
month,
daily
it's been,
operations.
I talked to him more than my stinking husband about city hall shit, so.
But she doesn't have to be standing there every minute while he's
But
working.
can
is
you
what I
go
meant.
out each morning and call all the shop what's need to be done for the day?
I'll talk to him every day anyway.
I mean,
It's the
but
first one.
if I don't understand
If I
what
have
you're
to.
saying,
Temporarily, yes. Temporarily, yeah.
Just a shell license is not really what we need. We
No.
need a licensed operator that's gonna run the plant
Yeah.
and control the day-to-day operations.
Well, I think though that if we put it in the letter that, at this time, she's gonna be our licensed
And I can probably
operator
pay and see
until
what
there's a
he
class
wants.
available for him to go get his, license, is what I'm talking.
And if you're willing to do that, I mean, that is a
I'm
big
telling you, in
responsibility.
front of everybody, if he screws up and it's my license, he's had it. Period. But I think he would know that. See?
well, I mean, seriously, you either gonna have to work with this or go out and find you somebody that you can
Yeah,
hire.
seems to
That
me
is
this
a-
is the simplest solution.
Yes.
Because it's just temporary. It's not a permanent.
Right.
It just needs to
He's gotta get his
be- yeah.
training.
Within a month, he could have training, probably within 2 weeks, he can have training.
Okay, well, at some point when you start doing your motions, if that's what y'all.
So you
wanna
tell
do.
us how you want to handle this. That's, what, you lost me. I don't know what you want, which one do you want to address now?
The school started on the 8th.
You're gonna have to address each one by one. First one listed is the school's got to have potable water by the 8th. So y'all are gonna need to, somebody needs to make a motion on what they suggest to do about that problem, and somebody's gonna second it, and somebody's gotta pass it.
How about y'all make a motion that I go buy a pallet of water if you do not have potable water for them and get it to them by day?
Well, I think you need to check and see if that'll suffice.
Yeah, we need to check with DEQ and see if that will.
Where did John go?
He went to the restroom.
Yeah, it's gotta meet their standards, and their,
How long, how long
Y'all
we're
already-
gonna last?
I don't think they're gonna have school going for the 8th, are they? Isn't that what we said?
That's
Probably
enrollment
the
days,
teachers,
actually. The 10th is
reported.
enrollment day.
10th is enrollment or the 8th
Yes,
is?
the 10th is enrollment. My wife reports on the 9th.
So
she's
when
a
does
teacher.
school, when's the 10th? They start school the 10th?
The enrollment starts the same day.
Where it says provide them with potable drinking water, bottled water, I mean, they can flush through this water.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're talking pot.
We're talking about potable.
Cooking and
drinking, cooking water.
Well, I read in the paper where Salmon said they had plenty of bottled water, so that's,
I'll call him.
John, do they have potable water, do they have bottled water at the school?
Do they have any right now? I know they have a little bit, but they told me last night that they were needing some more. I'm not